Hey, good Sunday morning, everybody. Let's make some breakfast. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome back. I'm Dave Guerra, This Vet Cooks. That's what the shirt says. And welcome to this Sunday morning, quick Sunday morning breakfast episode. And what are we doing? Well, we're going to use these things. These things are huge. Look at that. Bigger than my head. These tortillas. And some breakfast sausage. That's right, we're going to do some breakfast sausage tortilla pinwheels with some eggs. And it's really easy, really quick. That's all you need. That's 2/3 of the ingredients right there. The other third is the eggs. And we're going to need a cast iron skillet. And we're going to need an oven at 350 degrees. Let's get started. Alrighty, let's go over the ingredient list one more time. Tortillas. The biggest damn tortillas you can find, the better. Pork sausage, breakfast sausage. If you can find it, even better. All right. And I know I mentioned eggs. 6 eggs. 6 eggs. We're going to scramble these up, add a little salt, little salt and pepper, and we're going to get these scrambled up nice and neat. And we've got this H-E-B natural cheese Mexican blend. We're going to sprinkle that on top of everything once it's all set and good to go. All right, then it's all going to go into this H-E-B cast iron, enameled cast iron skillet. So there it is. That's it. So there it is. That's where we got it from. H-E-B sells it. And folks, if you don't have an H-E-B in your area, you're missing out on some of the greatest things in life. I'm telling you. So get one. Find one or move to where they have one. I'm telling you now. All right, let's do a little prep. Let's get things going. All right, so we took the sausage out of the wrapper. We went ahead and couldn't bring that in. Thank you, Mrs. This Vet Cooks. We went ahead and scrambled up 6 eggs. Why 6 eggs? Why 6 eggs? Because 1 egg per pinwheel is kind of what we're looking at. All right, so we're going to end up cutting up 6 pinwheels, and then it'll go into the cast iron skillet. Alrighty. So let's get that out of the way. Let's start spreading this out. And okay, so got a spoon just in case to help spread it out, but we're going to take a good amount and we're just going to spread it out. Do we go to the edge? Yes, we're going to do that because hey, that's what we do. All right, so let's get this out here. Again, it's going to be a little difficult, but you do not want your sausage to be fresh out of the fridge. Let it cool down. Otherwise, it's going to be too hard. It won't be hard. It'll stick to you, and it won't stick to the tortilla, and it won't let you work with it. So, spread this out. This is just, wow. So, here's what I was talking about, where we need. See how easy that is. Just take the back of the spoon, spread it out. All right, there it is. There it is. That's the first tortilla. That's what it should look like, out to the edges, or as close to you as you can. Now we're going to go ahead and do the second one. So let's get this one out of the way. Thank you, Mrs. This Vet Cooks. And we'll drop in the new one. We'll bring this bad boy over here, and we'll start again from scratch. In this case, we're using the other half of the sausage. I know it doesn't look like much, it's just going to be very thin. Don't forget, you're rolling it up. There it is. There's the second one, and onto the edges. And again, with the outstanding assistance and great help from Mrs. This Vet Cooks, we're going to begin the roll-up process. And we just roll it up. Once you get it going, that's it. Pick it up. We'll bring in the new one, and then we begin the rolling. We continue with the rolling process. Look at that. That thing's going to be huge. It's going to be huge pinwheels. Just ask anyone. They're going to be great. They're going to be good. There it is. Alrighty. Then, with our trusty chefologist cutting utensil, we will go ahead and begin. Alrighty, so we're going to cut, not at the end, because it'll push stuff out. We're going to cut in the middle. Right? We're going to cut in the middle and work our way into thirds. Over there, Mrs. This Vet Cook is using butter to grease up this cast iron skillet. Now what's going to happen, obviously there'll be oils and grease coming off of the pork sausage, but for now we got to start off someplace. So we'll go that route. Alrighty, let's size this up, center, and like butter. Look at that pinwheel. That's going to be sweet. Look at all those layers. That's going to be delicious. Alrighty, right about there. Now there. That looks good, right? Start here. Here. Yeah. And we use that as a size guide. Go. Oh, look at that. Almost all of them. Alrighty, and again we use the next one as a size guide. And just on. Now it should be cutting a little bit better than a saw, right? We're not sawing this, and you saw me just do that. Again, it might be time for the blade to get a little sharpened. So that's kind of that's how you can tell when it's time to sharpen your blades. You've got to start sawing more than you are slicing. So there we go. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and get, you know what, we'll use this one here as our centerpiece. We'll drop it right in there, get that right in the center. And then we'll just start with yeah, that should be it. See all that space? And we just take the, give this scrambled egg mixture there, a little. Alright, so let's pour our egg mixture right in between. And just let it fill up. There it is. There it is. And then we'll go ahead and spread some cheese. Mrs. Disfit Cooks will go ahead and throw down some cheese over everything. Not just the egg, but on top of the pinwheels themselves. Alrighty. So again, the number of eggs, in this case we did 1 egg per, just to reiterate on the eggs. You can do 2 eggs per pinwheel. It's up to you. We're just going to go with 1. This is the first time we're doing it. So again, let's err on the side of caution. Let's make sure we get it right, and it's going to be great. So let's go ahead and if she's going to start putting down the cheese, and you see it. Why are we using the Mexican blend? Because it's got like 3 to 4 cheeses, different types of cheeses. So again, you can use whatever you like. It doesn't matter. It's yours. You're the one making this. I'm making it, and this is what we like, and this is what we're selecting. Again, it's going to go in the oven. When would you use this? Well, holidays when the whole family's in. You know, that's a good one. That's a good time. Weekends when it's just you and the missus and it's nice and quiet out and you want to have some leftovers, a quick takeaway for during the week, by all means, you're going to have some leftovers. It doesn't matter. Camping, would I do this camping? As long as I had a lid. As long as I had a lid, or I had one of those Coleman oven, you know, it goes on top of the Coleman stove. Yes, you definitely need the lid. Otherwise, it's just going to be a runny mess. Or it'll be halfway done, not the top down. So let's get this into the oven, 350 degrees for about 30 minutes, and we'll see how that looks in the back end. In the meantime, we got some stuff to take care of. Alrighty, it's in the oven, it's making, so we got a little bit of time. Again, about 20-30 minutes for the whole thing to cook. You really want those eggs cooked. So I want to take a moment again to thank everybody for stopping by, watching, liking, subscribing, commenting. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate you doing it, and I thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. This is just a lot of fun, and that's why I do it. Again, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, share, tell your friends, hey, check out this guy, check out this veteran, he cooks. Well, he thinks he cooks. He thinks he can cook, but he makes some pretty good food. And so check it out. And we got more stuff going outside as well. So in the meantime, again, I want to thank all veterans for watching. Again, pass the word. Veterans Crisis Line. If you ever need it, there it is. The phone number's there. The website's there. VeteransCrisisLine.net. You can chat with them there on the by text. You can visit the website. Again, make the call. That's really what it's all about. Just about making the call. And veterans, this is for you. This is for you. So again, when you find yourself in a situation you're not too sure what to do, give them a call. 988. When the automated attendant, press the number 1, and someone will answer. They do answer. So don't hesitate. Don't hesitate reaching out. Make the call. They're there to help. Get the help. It's there for you. I know we can be stubborn sometimes. Veterans, we can be stubborn. It's okay. It's okay. Being stubborn is okay, but again, it's also knowing that, you know, when enough's enough and knowing when it's time to make the call. So make the call. Don't hesitate. Alrighty. So again, thank you very much, everyone. So let's wrap this up. Let's get this out of the oven. Let's let it cool down just a little bit. We'll take it out of the cast iron skillet and we'll chow down. All right. It's Sunday morning. Let's make some breakfast. There it is. All right. So it was a little bit more than 30 minutes. At the 22-minute mark, we looked at it. It looked good, but we went in there and it was still a little runny. Added 15 more minutes at 350, and boom! Look at that. That is day and night difference. I'll do a still real quick, and it'll before, and here we are. So that way you can see what it looked like. This looks great. Let's take a little chunk out of here. Look at that. Now, oh my goodness, nice fluffy eggs. There we go. All right, let's get this out of here. Let's do a quick little tasty taste, and I'm hungry. It's breakfast time. Now it's going to be a little wet. Don't forget you had cheese in there, then you had all that butter, and we had the sausage, but there it is. Oops. Yeah, there it is. Hold on, let me get this out. All right, as always, don't forget you want to soak the pan after you've emptied it, you know, the skillet, because that way it'll release all that stuff while it's still hot. That way it gets up from underneath it. All right, so that's that. Here it is. There it is. Look at the eggs, all nice and fluffy. Look at that right there. I don't know if you can see that. You should be able to. And there that is. All right, let's do the quick tasty taste, and let's wrap this up. All right, again, just want to show you on the inside to cut this one open. There it is, nice, and it's all done. Now let's do our tasty taste. All right, there it is. There it is, the sausage egg roll-up pinwheels. Look delicious. Let's give it a tasty taste. Let's start with the eggs and some cheese. Eggs and cheese is good. I cut open the pinwheel, and you can see all the sausage is done. That's delicious. Quick, hearty, fun meal, breakfast. Again, you throw on some salsa, some pico de gallo salsa, red or green salsa. I'm going to do the green salsa because that's what I like. And it's delicious. And folks, make it. Let me know if you make this. This is delicious. It's a lot of fun to make. Real easy. You saw that. It didn't take very long. So from beginning to end, it took about an hour. Watch your temperature. Watch your oven. Like I said, I did the initial 30 minutes at 350. At 22, it needed extra. It needed more because it was still a little runny. And so I added 15 on top of that. And that took care of that. But within an hour, good to go. All right, listen, everybody, thanks again for watching. I'm Dave Guerin, This Vet Cooks.